Welcome to teamfortress.tv. I'm your host, eXtine. And well, we have a fantastic RGL.GG invite match for you. It's going to be MyAnimeList versus proverbial champions defending their crown once again, froyotech. And I am joined tonight by Antlers on the production, and in the commentary booth, it is Unicorn Wizard. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, eXtine?
I'm doing excellent. The season has started. I am not an invite player, but I am competing in main, and we had a good match last night, but we lost. But then, today going over the demo, so just, feeling that TF2 vibe with the team, with the boys. And I am excited to watch some invite TF2 and see how it is properly done here on Sunshine.
Yeah, this I think should be pretty interesting. Froyo and Ascent played yesterday, and it was close, but Froyo won 4-2. But that doesn't mean that Froyo is going to roll this match. I think a lot of people, when a team isn't Ascent, people go into the match thinking, "Oh yeah, Froyo is going to win." I'm not getting that feeling from this one. There's a lot of good players on the other side, and some minor issues maybe in Froyo, but remains to be seen.
I think maybe the politest way to phrase that is that there's been some shakiness on the roster lately in terms of their scrim performances. Maybe a little bit of tension based off the team not clicking, perhaps as well as one might expect from the champions. That not just from the season before, but just kind of Froyo's long-term dominance. They are bringing skis into the medic position. They also have Patty, who was playing with them last season. He kind of was a late joiner, but now, should be clicking with Patty. Patty, holding it down on Soldier. Roamer, I love seeing Patty play Soldier. Just kind of him and Yomps just going to be doing whatever they want. Should be good stuff. You have any thoughts on froyotech before we move to the my anime list? Excuse me.
I think yeah, like you said, I think Patty is a great fit just based on how he plays. Froyotech is known for aggression. They're not, mindlessly aggressive, but they really like pushing the envelope, and I think Patty's good for that. Skis as well. Skis is a very smart player. He gets kind of memed on a lot for, just skis, that meme. But he's very smart, and he can play aggression really well on medic, which is a hard thing, I think, to find. So I think it's great fit.
Yeah, definitely. I think that Skis is a medic that, traditionally has had a few bumpy performances. And that's always as somebody who's playing medic this season, that's always real shitty to say about medic. Just their whole career is basically summed up by 3 times that they're messed up. So they're all right, And Skis, sometimes there is that sort of feeling of just oh, he's on a team and they're rising. And then he dropped a Uber twice in a and finals, or had a not strongest performance on map 1 of Insomnia series, but he's been on the up and up. And I think the point I want to make more so is that Banny does have a way of taking these players that have a lot of talent but have maybe had a few shaky performances on top level matches, and then turning them into champions. And I think that Skis is likely going to flourish underneath the Banny reign on froyotech here.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Let's get into MyAnimeList. Their roster for tonight going to be Baradactyl on medic, another kind of legendary medic. And I guess just real quick, how do you rank these two medics against each other, Skis versus Baradactyl?
It's very hard to rank medics unless they're, incredible, completely stand out. I think they're pretty close. I would put Skis slightly ahead of Bear, and that might just be because of the teams that Skis has played on have historically been a little bit better, so that can make your medic look better. I think it's pretty close either way, though.
Yeah, definitely. Wanted to get your input on that. Thanks for that. I'm a Baradactyl fan, but I'm also a Skis fan. So I don't know. I sort of expect Bear to just maybe squeeze out 1 or 2 more hot medic plays this match. But going to be very interesting to see. Also, the Demo Man matchup, Saigon, the Demo Man for MyAnimeList, and And Saigai just a super creative player as well. So I'm really kind of excited to see what he might be pulling out, both in terms of like traps and just kind of like that raw aggression. He's going to be matched up with Soldiers, Trip Boy, and Aim. Trip Boy is always fantastic to watch. Same thing with Aim as well. I'm an Aim fanboy ever since I think Rewind 2. He hits fat air shots. I think Rewind 2, I was like, man, Aim is going places. One day he could be the Banny Killer. And I don't know if it's this season. I don't know if it's next season. We'll have to see. He's going to be joined on Scouts by Happy Cool and Kev. And I believe we are live.
Yeah. I'm going to take a look at Habib on this mid. Demos early on, especially on Sunshine, are so important. So he's not even shooting the... Oh, there he goes. Now he's shooting the demo. No real damage to speak of yet. Habib's still kind of low, as I say that he gets arrowed.
Yeah. MyAnimeList fighting over the Tetris. Right now, froyotech is still kind of back by their choke. Skis has gone down. Patty went in for the attack on Pterodactyl, not able to get much done, and froyotech on the back foot already. Banny maybe moving through Tetris, might try to find an opening. Eric has gone down. Froyo backing out.
Yeah, that, as I say that, Sai is in, and they're all gonna die. They all chased and they all died, so this is actually going to be bad. The mid aggression was great. They got, they separated them, and then they had a scout dive skis when he was kind of alone. It's just this follow-up has been not the best.
Yeah, Bear still has the overcharge, though, so that's okay. But again, it's, against a team of the caliber of froyotech, you don't really kind of want to give them any leeway.
Yeah, and they do have this full Uber ad, but Froyo did get mid, so MyAnimeList are going to want to take this without using, but as I say that, they get immediately forced.
Yeah,
Sai is incredibly deep.
Patty and Eric fighting over in flank. Right now they're just kind of trading. Patty very weak. The fight on point right now. Banny gets destroyed by a Saigai pipe. The back cap going on. They're trying to just stack it, but the assist.
No.
Yomps coming in to help with that back cap.
I think they just won the game, or the round, excuse me. Yeah, no one can stop them. That's the round.
No, the soldier coming in. Aim gets there, but just in time to die. And beautiful play by the soldiers there. Patty winning a big fight in Valley and then capitalizing upon it. Yomps, smart move to come back and assist.
Yeah, you've really got to be aware of in a back cap situation where everyone is. They thought there would only be one soldier and that would stop it, but as soon as Yomps showed up, it was over.
Patty with a pretty nice slide through Valley to get to mid at a decent time. He's got to go back for more health, though. We'll see if he can get back in. Happy Cool, the first player to go down here. Pterodactyl gets thrown into the wall, but Yomps sneaking back over to Valley. Pterodactyl now getting pressured by Banny here, while Ski's staying alive here. Pterodactyl going down to the Patty return bomb. Yomps trying to get this demo man, but Saigai with a nice pipe. He's only got 100 health. Kev's still fighting here, but yeah, he gets finished off.
Yeah, that was kind of the same thing on the other side as last mid. Froyo kind of took good space. They got an early pick. What's his name? Phelps, Happy Cool, was down very early, and I will get back to that later as they are... No, they're just spamming. They got him down early, and they just took ground off that, because having a scout down, you can't deny you can't deny soldiers that well.
Yeah, and certainly this is a good opportunity for froyotech here. They do have an overcharge ready to go. It looks like they will be pushing Habib into the top right. The sentry gun is there. Habib gets it down. The bomb from up top. And kind of skipping through. Tripwire very low. It's a good job off the architecture. Pterodactyl taken down. Banny has gone down. froyotech maybe just kind of backing up for a split second to kind of regain their heals. They know that MyAnimeList doesn't have a medic with them. Saigai takes out Patty. Eric on the point, though. He cleans up Saigai. Now 2-0 for froyotech.
Yeah, that was, it was looking a little shaky. They took the ground but didn't really get much. And then all of a sudden Bear dies and they can just play their heals. And MyAnimeList can't do much except hope for a huge amount of damage, which didn't come.
Yeah, we'll see what they can get done this mid-fight. Saigai doesn't quite get the slide out right. But he's doing okay over on Valley. And bombing over on Tetris. Scares off Yomps. Yomps coming back in though. Big bomb right on top of Baradactyl. 2 down. And meanwhile though does get Patty and Yomps. But AnimeList without their medic. froyotech backing up a bit. Eric is behind in Valley.
Yeah, they're just going to back out and slowly get back in. They don't really need to rush this at all because they have their med and the other team doesn't.
Yeah,
Eric?
I mean, that's certainly is, you know, going to give him a lot of heals, a lot of ability to push forward. Yeah, Eric getting traded out there. Banny did pick up aim. Right now, Banny very low, but dodges that pill in the roller splash.
Yeah, they haven't even capped yet. They're just so, yeah, and they have this fully red. They're just going to get right in. Guy goes in, gets the force, and now he's stuck behind somewhat. Yeah, he's just going to be fighting a soldier as Trip goes down.
Yeah, real awkward stuff here as they still haven't captured mid, but, you know, with Guy just kind of being there isolated by himself, he will go down. And Baradactyl is going to have a large Uber ad here that at some point they should be able to push out in a second with it.
Yeah, I would, if they had a little bit more ad, I would have liked to see them go before Froyo capped mid, because they'd be down a player. Pushing out of last on any map, I think Sunshine in particular is hard, just because there's so many different angles you need to cover and worry about the back cap.
Yeah, and they drop Happy Cool there, unfortunately. The trap coming out just right before the Ubercharge pop. And now Yomps on the last point. They're going to take it at halftime, 3-0.
Wow.
Yeah, two kind of soft caps there.
Yeah, exactly what I was talking about. You really need to be aware of every angle, and you can't really bleed players, because if you do, smart teams are going to take advantage, and that's exactly what happened. Happy Cool died, and Yomps and Eric just ran right behind.
Yeah, they AnimeList almost just kind of readied up there instantly. Him kind of stopped it though, so it looks like they will kind of take a breath to kind of chat about things. But yeah, certainly froyotech, you know, the rotations of Yomps, very smart, getting involved in both of those, you know, essentially back caps.
Yeah, and then just looking at the stats quick, I mean, the only two things that really stick out are Eric is 10-3, and he's not even really taking heals. I thought he was on Pocket Scout, but he's at 10% heals at 10-3. So that's pretty showing. He's dominating the flank pretty well on just cleanup. Guy is 6-5. He has 500 DPM.
Wow.
His team is getting rolled, kinda. So I don't know who that. I don't know if that's like him playing really aggressive and getting that damage, but his team's getting punished for it, or his team just isn't, you know, playing around him and cleaning up off it. But you know, that is definitely something to look at if that continues and MyAnimeList, you know, gathers themselves and begins to play around that more.
Yeah, certainly kind of a short half. You know, MyAnimeList, you know, didn't have too many moments to play things wrong, but sometimes how it goes in Invite Team Fortress, you know, top level teams that can capitalize on these mistakes. You know, they have crisp pushes into last, and then just kind of take care of things. We are getting started though with our second half. froyotech up 3-0.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what MyAnimeList does, because Guy's already destroyed, and Habib is just completely shutting down this choke. So much damage from him.
The arrow missed from Bear as well. He has to get a second one out. A little delayed on the heels, but Ski is also not super active. Aim has gone down. Trip Boy and Patty trading each other. Banny though, pestering away, and it's Eric coming in from the side. Gets Baradactyl and Kev. Guy going down as well. froyotech with the wipe on mid.
Yeah, that was just a one-player advantage too. They just took ground so much better than MyAnimeList and crunched them. They obviously wanted to leave mid, but they couldn't because they were just crushed in.
Yeah, froyotech already poking in through top left from the defensive perspective. There's a sentry gun on their right side. froyotech going to switch over to kind of push into that side. The Ubercharge is out. Banny getting the quick kill on Trip Boy. They're pushing forward. Should be able to get the sentry gun cleaned up. Banny trying to get in on the medic while they're clearing space around the point. Habib almost craters. Will get cleaned up by Kev afterwards. And the frags are coming out for MyAnimeList.
Wow. He's on the solemn bat. Escape!
Oh! He gets him to the noggin, coming out for more. But no, he's going to get taken care of.
Okay, other than that meta kill, that was pretty, I think, pretty well played from Mal. One thing that I don't know if anyone saw, Bear actually body blocked the sentry so it didn't go down, and that bought his team a few extra seconds on last. So I think they played that perfectly, other than, you know, the dying to the medic.
Yeah, they're calling out the charge here. They're trying to get into mid. This is a good push. The forward spawn from Banny was just the level 1 gun. Kind of cheesy stuff there. He's actually trying it again on second here. Interesting stuff.
Yeah, Banny playing this sentry and forwards, it's something I've seen like more people doing even when I played. And they drop with 2 people in forwards. There's everyone behind.
Oh, Beardactyl in trouble as the Uber fades. That is Patty just right on top of him. Gets another one as well on Happy Cool. Banny coming out of forwards from as the heavy weapons guy now. Oh, he's going to be able to get the kill on Tripboy.
Yeah, that's Banny's entire like role there was just take eyes off the rest of my team, create chaos, let my other teammates, you know, in to do something. That's exactly what happened. They spent, you know, so many resources trying to take that gun down, worried about the heavy and spawn. The rest of his team just kind of kited the Uber and cleaned up.
Yeah, Banny kind of continuing to evolve the game from his position on the top. Ski's going to have the Uber charge here. They're trying to push in. Eric getting sniped down, though.
Yeah, they're still going to go in. Although...
Yeah, big bombs. Yeah, Patty over the wall first, then Habib following up. Habib getting the 2 kills. The Ubercharge has been used forward. And the Bear.
They're only saving Grace's trip behind. I don't know if they know he's here. His entire goal is going to be stop cap so my team can get... And it looks like they're aware of it.
Yeah, the other question is...
behind him. Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, Eric calls it. Tripboy is going to be jumping in. Completely called out. Banny just destroys him. And the spawn camp did kind of get pulled back a little bit.
Yeah, there
should be an ad here.
Yeah, there's a small ad for Froyo. This actually isn't that bad for MyAnimeList. They are down a player if Bear lives here, which he does.
Yeah, Patty coming in with the attempt there. Not able to...
up too.
Yeah. So this maybe makes them a little bit vulnerable. MyAnimeList is trying to push out from this. Skis, well, it does have an ad, but doesn't have for another little bit here, 15 seconds or so.
Yeah, Froyo might, depending on how the spawns work, Froyo might... No, they don't want to give this up. They know they have ad.
Yeah, they're pushing forward hard now, but Yomps goes down, low health. Skis was not quite ready to pop on that. Kev also gets kill on Patty there. And the Uber charges are even now.
Yeah, it's weird for both teams right now, because if Froyo want to hold this and MyAnimeList push in, they need to take an aggressive Uber, and MyAnimeList also needs to take an aggressive Uber. It doesn't really look like either's going to happen, so we might just get a stalemate.
Yeah, right now Froyo is kind of poking in a little bit closer. Maybe getting into position for an exchange here, or sending a roamer.
Yeah, I'm assuming Patty's going to fly in. Maybe Eric or Banny are going to follow him in. Although they are spamming the gun. Maybe. All right, gun's dead, so now someone can fly in easier.
Yeah, they're just spreading the buffs around. Patty's somewhat healthy. See if he can get in there. Oh, he did hit that nice air shot. And the chase from Eric, but not able to get the kill. He gets so much cap time.
Oh, and then the follow-up.
Wow, they have to Uber to block it.
They might drop Banny. They do. Skeezy is not going to get forced. Wow.
Yeah, they're 3 down. MyAnimeList might just try to dry push this. Oh, dungeon push.
Oh, this is the round. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, with all that cap time, that's easy.
Wow.
And 3 of the 4 caps have just been too easy for froyotech.
Yeah, this is... I mean... Yeah, this is just not even textbook. There are mistakes happening from Froyo, but they're doing such a good job of adjusting to whatever mistakes they make and whatever mistakes MyAnimeList make.
Yeah, and right now, Patty, early pressure on Side Guy. The bomb through from Tripboy. He's going to get cleaned up, though, as does Kev, so MyAnimeList down a player right now. Oof, and barely dodges a rocket that was trying to fly in there from Yomps. He does kind of stuff Yom's bomb, but Yom still does get through. Doesn't get the damage on Beardactyl, but Bear now kind of stuck over by wall, extremely hurt. We'll get that health back, but they are out.
Yeah, they did better to live and not just get completely crunched on the mid from 2 angles. And they do have maneuvers, but they're down a demo, and without a demo, it's so hard to shut down these choke points, which you can see by Froyo just bullying them through Valley.
Yeah, and Am getting picked off there. Tripwire trying to bomb over the top here. We'll get the Ubercharge pop. Kind of gets juggled a little bit. Banny won't get too far forward with his Supercharge. They do want to get the Uber out of Bear. Eric with a nice kill on Happy Cool now. Beardactyl backing up. He's going to have to use his. He was really weak there.
And they're just going to need to leave with this.
Yeah, not a great Ubercharge. Habib trying to surge forward. Gets in a Shudder, takes some damage. He'll just eat an arrow, though. Get back to healthy.
Yeah, the problem with milking like that is you run the risk of losing players, which is exactly what happened. Bear dropped 3 players, and all of a sudden he Ubered, but they were down 3. And Froyo is not letting this go. They are so aggressive on this right side.
Yeah, Patty goes down, but he got a lot of information. Banny, nice. Oh, yeah, waiting for an arrow, but Aim will get that kill after the arrow.
Yeah, so maybe we'll see things kind of... No, I forgot. Froyo has ad here because that's Milk by Bear. This is a pretty bad situation.
Yeah, and Eric and Yomps pushing through the right side. Yomps, nice skipped up. He gets the kill on Beardactyl.
Oh, God. And Phelps is dead.
Yeah, Eric low health, but far enough away from the sentry gun, wouldn't get spammed down. Then got an arrow charge. They're pushing in now. They kind of want to just... Seems like they just want to frag here just to put a stomp on the end of this game.
That's a GG.
Yeah, GG's called out. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 5-0 from froyotech, looking strong. And mainly on the back of, just, I don't know, creative plays and flanks from some of the players.
Yeah, it's been Froyo's thing, like one of their many things, I should say. They're good at a lot, but one of the things I've always thought, Froyo excelled at the most was not letting, many, if any mistakes, throw them off guard. And any mistake they made, they immediately, recovered. And MyAnimeList just didn't. They would make mistakes, and they would either, continue to make different mistakes, or they would get rolled on by Froyo.
Yeah, and just the frag count. I mean, it's a 5-0. You kind of got to figure already the frags are going to be lopsided. But just brutal stuff when you sort by that frag column, because everybody on froyotech is ahead of everybody on MyAnimeList. And then the skis even picked up a frag, so even there, skis ahead of Beardactyl in the meta category. But I mean, that's just brutal. Saigai and Aim, 9 frags. Saigai definitely put out a bunch of damage, 389. But Eric was just a total beast. 19 and 7. It seemed like it was really hard for them to get the kills on Eric, and that he was just super troublesome tonight.
Yeah, it just all around perfect. Not perfect, but very well played. Habib played his role well of just denying and putting in absurd amounts of damage. Eric and Banny, cleaned up or got in deep when they needed to. The soldiers were a distraction and bombing in. It just all felt really well oiled. Which, considering, some stuff as of late, that's surprising to me, but it's definitely, seems like the Froyo that they've been in the past, just unstoppable, really.
Yeah, it's good to see, and really the question is what other teams are going to challenge them this season. The MyAnimeList team, definitely has a bunch of players that are solid invite players, but are they putting in the work to climb upwards? Are they still just kind of getting traction and growing as a team? I think an invite, you always see a bit of a shuffle in these other teams. And I think in North America, with last season's LAN getting canceled, there was just teams that were planning on that LAN, and that kind of threw a lot of, I don't know, trouble into the waters when it comes to rosters and team stability. It seems like there's still some issues with team stability, but I think that, at this invite level, some of these teams are, somewhat new together, with hopefully long-term plans to play together and grow together. So,
Yeah, I think toward that this is always a thing early on the season,
Yeah.
regardless of division. I mean, invite especially because you notice it more. But teams that are made in the postseason always struggle early on, especially against a team like froyotech, which has been just together forever. Swap out some players here and there, but it's been froyotech for years at this point. And MyAnimeList, they've played together, but so many different iterations, breaks, different classes, stuff like that. It's hard to just get into a rhythm together. So I think as the season progresses, we'll see a lot of teams clean stuff up in terms of that. So it should get better.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. And we'll be looking forward to those follow-up matches. I mean, both to see how froyotech continues to do, but also, of course, how my anime list and the other teams in the invite division this season of RGL, they get their act together as they challenge froyotech and battle for second, third, and fourth place. Also, of course, we're gonna have some other RGL division coverage on this channel. So make sure to like, follow, all those good things. Any final words from you, Unicorn Wizard, before we wrap up here?
No, that's all I got. Thanks to everyone for coming out and watching.
Yeah, definitely. Well, was a pleasure casting with you. Thanks for joining me. Shout out to Antlers for running production tonight, as well as shout out to Looster for just being the season coverage organizer. Shout out to you guys for tuning in and watching, and of course for the players as well for putting it on the line. But we appreciate all that so much, ladies and gentlemen. But we are going to wrap it up for tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. I am eXtine, and we will see you guys next time. Peace out.